It's down low early in the game to get their offense going. Man, that was unreal.
Mark it up.
Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Boy, smooth and graceful. How about the hang time? That's impressive.
Boy, I'm impressed with the determination he showed right there, getting himself in a good position under the glass. Did his work early there.
Yeah, with the presence of mind, you know just where the rebound was going to go to.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in. That was beautiful.
Shoots it up. Shot by Mayo is no good.
Ill-advised shot selection right there, Clark.
It really was. I mean, very low percentage shot there.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Sometimes folks forget about his decent mid-range jumper. He can knock those down all game given a chance.
Here's Felton. Wilson Chandler making his last shot. LeBron drives in. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
Looks like he might be on his game today, Clark.
So for the Wizards, their last game a win against Cleveland.
And Kevin, in that game we saw a lot of sloppy play from the opposing offense. They coughed the ball up way too often.
Yeah, and that did make things really easy, guys. Nice to get a win if you're on that side of it and not to have to work too hard for it.
It's O.J. Mayo on the wing. And he dunks it down.
The defense just couldn't recover in time.
Yeah, the D pretty much went brain neutral on that one, Clark. Wouldn't
Yes,
you?
sir. I like that phrase.
Yeah, I don't use that phrase very often, but to me, that's what happened. He shifted the brain into neutral.
Yes, he did.
That was embarrassing.
The Bulls have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Rubio against Felton. He kicks to LeBron from 18 feet away. Rebound by the Wizards.
What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with this.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
Yep, that's something that the defense has to put a stop to. Maybe a defensive adjustment is necessary here.
You know that old saying, the more things change, the more things stay the same. That applies to Chicago. Once again, they were incredibly tough at home with their defense.
Well, some weak defensive coverage there, and I'm pretty sure they didn't plan on starting this game out like that, giving such easy access to the rim.
And yes, sir, that one drops.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
And that tough defense by the Bulls here in Chicago, Steve, helped them to 27 wins in the United Center.
Well, a tough defense can stifle a lot of teams, and the Bulls have that for sure. That's been the strength of their club for a long time, and when you add that to this kind of home court advantage, it's a pretty tough combination to beat.
Felton can't get it to go.
The defense was ready for him that time, and they had to be. He is so powerful in the lane.
Thompson. And that one goes long.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
And Thompson sends it back. The dish to Chandler. The shot will not go. James with some nice D. And that comes off the assist by Raymond Felton. And it's 8 points for LeBron.
He's such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
You know, he wants to tinker a little bit, and he's taking the time to do so right here.
Yeah, I think you're right. He just didn't like some of the things he saw out there, a bit uncomfortable, and wanted to talk it over.
Michael Beasley, he's checked in for Chicago. Smith comes in for O.J. Mayo. Washington making some changes. On defense, Chicago, trailing by 4. Davis kicks to Terry. Right side, Terry. Comes up empty down low.
And they forced the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together as a unit. Michael Beasley making a return to playing at the power forward position last season. The position he played at Kansas State. I think that helped him, playing off the ball more and really getting back to rebounding the ball.
Now Sessions. Outside Dragic. And there's the pass to Sessions. Shot clock at 5. Terry outside. And another miss by Washington.
Tough three-point try there with a hand in his face.
Boy, you'd be lucky to make that one against great defense.
James wide open. Chance there to take the lead. Missing.
Right from the start, they've been aggressive on the glass. Most of the rebounds seem to be going their way.
And Steve, I think they are ready for the fight today.
And the basket good.
I love that superb pass that time, guys. It allowed them to get behind the defenders. The hoop was there waiting for them.
Sessions against Felton. And stolen by Felton. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And J.R. Smith with the slam.
Boy, the prettiest play in basketball to me. Executed to perfection.
I don't think you're going to get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Well, unless you're the team getting dunked on, of course.
He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
This is going to be a big decision, guys. I mean, it sure looks from the tape that the shot left his hand just a moment too late.
I don't think there's much question about it. I mean, he did not get that thing off. I'm sure the officials will see that and they'll agree.
Well, the ruling is in, and the call stands. No basket, so no change, Clark, and the scoreboard as we end the quarter.
Smart decision to review the shot. That was indeed very close to being legitimate.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
And some great drives to the bucket for them to this point, guys.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
We've got Garnett. Felton is out there with J.R. Smith. Then there's Beasley. And it's James in at the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
Yeah, and until they do, the problems inside are only going to get worse.
Here's Marion. J.R. Smith making his last shot. The kick out to Dragic. Takes a 3. That falls. Great assist by Ramon Sessions. Dragic has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
After a 5-year absence from the playoffs, the Wizards were able to get back into the postseason last year. Big step for the franchise.
LeBron against Terry. Noah. Excellent D there from Beasley. Chicago leading. The drive by Smith. Inside to Beasley. Ramon Sessions with the steal. And here we go. Washington fast break. And the shot is good.
Great D. Picked it off and took it all the way for the solo finish.
Wizards making a switch here.
And the Wizards certainly turned some heads in their postseason run. A team considered to be an afterthought in the playoffs, but they did as well as any could have hoped for in terms of getting to the second round and pushing the Pacers to 6 games in that round.
Now here's Felton. 5 points in the game. Rebounded by Marion.
Looked like he rushed that one, guys. The defense was out of position. He was wide open, just couldn't take advantage.
Sessions with it. Now Felton defending. Sessions dishes to Chandler. 6 to shoot. From deep. Garnett grabs the board. Know what the Wizards, a good postseason run, taking care of business, beating Chicago in the first round. Then Clark put a scare into the Pacers in the second.
Exactly, Kevin. There was a rumor that some teams were trying to make it where they would face the Wizards in the playoffs, thinking they were weak and an easy opponent. Not sure if those rumors are true, and the Wizards certainly showed they're very formidable and will be good going forward.
Really good work defensively. This coach has to be happy with his team.
Yeah, forcing that miss right there, great effort.
Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
This could be a back and forth game all the way, guys, the way it's being played. This is fun to watch. Another lead change. How many of these are we going to have?
I don't know, Steve, but the momentum of this game has certainly swung like a pendulum.
And there's